Welcome back to Movie Plot Recap. Today, I'm going to explain a movie titled Pacific Rim: Uprising. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. Part 2 of Pacific Rim film is explained today. We saw in the previous story how aliens opened the door to another world. They sent Caius from there, which annihilated the entire world. Some heroes have ended Caius. They have also closed the door to another world. This incident occurred 10 years ago. There were robots that had been damaged in the previous 10 years. The people who steal the parts of robots are shown. Jake is shown among them and was none other than Marshall's son. He is shown to sacrifice himself while fighting with Caius. His son was different from his father and used to steal the parts of damaged robots. Because there were some people in this world who want to make their own robots. Jake starts selling the special part of the robot to some people. Jake doesn't have that part, so he deceives some people and ran away. While running, Jake notices a girl named Amara. This girl also uses to steal the parts of robots like Jake. Amara has stolen the part of the robot which Jake was about to steal. Jake somehow reaches her workshop while chasing her. He sees Amara has made a robot for only a single pilot. Jake meets Amara and he asks her to sell this robot. Before Amara could say him, some security people come there. They even made huge robots today. So if the aliens will attack again, they will escape while attacking them with those robots. Before the security arrest Amara and Jake, Amara sits in her robot. Jake also sits with her. They move while breaking the door in front of the security. Meanwhile, there was a huge robot in front of them. But they try to escape from the robot. The robot makes them faint while giving them an electric shock. Later, they were sent to jail. Mako talks to Jake in the jail. She was the girl whom Marshall adopted. Mako was Jake's sister. She was also the secretary general of a company as well. This was the company that makes huge robots. This company gives training to new pilots as well. Mako says to Jake, rather you have to stay here in jail. Or you have to train new pilots coming to the training center. Jake was also a pilot and was skilled in his job. Now Jake has to accept what Mako said. Jake and Amara come to the training place of new pilots. Amara was sent with Jake because she has made a huge robot with her skills. Jake meets his old friend Nate. He was his co-pilot before. The company owner named Shao arrives. Dr. Newton was also there with Shao. Dr. Newton is the man who has joined his mind with Kaiju's mind in the previous story. He has gathered all the information about aliens. Newton does a job with Shao. They have made advanced robots together. Only a pilot can control them even from the far distance. Shao gives a presentation of her robots. She wants to introduce her robots to the world. For this, she needs to take permission from Mako's company. Mako doesn't want to give her permission. Mako believes these robots can drive from a far distance, even they can be hacked so easily. Robots can destroy the world. Mako asks Jake to come in a robot with his co-pilot Nate. So you can welcome the Pacious people. The robot in which there were Jake and Nate was landed at that place. The place where was the meeting of Precious's people. Mako was also arriving in her helicopter for this meeting. Then a huge robot is shown appearing from the water. It attacks the robot with a missile in which there were Jake and Nate. But they move aside through the robot. The missile hits a building and a helipad falls from that building. Before it falls on the people, Nate and Jake save people. Now the robot was about to attack the helicopter in which there was Mako. Meanwhile, Jake and Nate attack the robot. Due to it, the robot misses its point. There was a fight between Jake and Nate's robot and the other robot. Jake notices the helicopter in which there was Mako. It was about to crash. He runs towards the helicopter through the robot. But he couldn't hold that helicopter. It crashes while falling down. Jake's sister Mako dies because of the plane crash. The robot that emerged from the water witnesses the arrival of numerous other robots in the sky. They want to fight with it. The robot again goes inside the water. Jake was sad because of his sister's death. He discovers Mako has sent a location before death. When the company decides the location, they discover the location is in Russia. Some new robots were made. Shao Company is shown on the other side. They want to introduce their robots to the whole world. The company gets permission. But still, they have to prepare their robots completely. Shao orders Newton he has to prepare the robots within 48 hours. Now Newton starts preparing the robots there. A fact of Newton is discovered here. That he still has a Kaiju's mind, and that is completely active. Even today he joins his mind with Kaiju's mind. So he will collect more information about aliens. Jake and Nate are shown reach the location with the robot about which Mako told them. They were in Russia. This was a deserted place. There was none before they understand anything. The robot arrives. Who ended Mako? Here the fight starts between them. Jake and Nate's robot ends that robot. They want to see that who is operating the robot. When they take off the robot's helmet, they discover a Kaiju's mind instead of a human. It was controlling the robot. Jake and Nate become surprised seeing this. The Kaiju's mind was taken into the lab. It was told after testing this isn't a real mind but grown from its secondary mind. On the Earth, it means it was done by humans. Amara is shown going inside for the robot test, where she discovers the company created this robot. The company who will supply automatic robots to the whole world. It means the robot was made by the Shao company, and Amara gives Jake this information. On another side, Shao company is shown it has launched its robots. The robots of Shao company start changing completely. Because the robots have none other than Kaiju's mind. Kaiju's mind was controlling those robots. Now the Shao company's robots are made Kaiju robots. The robots want to destroy the world and were attacking the cities. On another side, Newton's companion comes to him. He discovers Newton's mind is controlled by Caius. Like it is shown, Newton has joined his mind with Kaiju's mind. Like this, Kaiju has also joined Newton's mind with it. Now the aliens have overcome Newton's mind. All the robots that Newton made were made by Caius. It is also discovered Newton was behind Mako's death. Newton has made that robot. There was Kaiju's mind in that robot. They have ended Mako. Because they want to introduce the Shao company robot in the world. Newton's companion asks him to deactivate all the robots. Newton refuses his companion, and meanwhile, the CEO of Shao company Shao arrives. She starts firing at him with a gun. Newton runs from there while escaping his life. Now Shao and Newton's companion try to deactivate the robots. The robots are shown on another side. Kaiju's mind is embedded in them. They want to open the hole while going to the Pacific Ocean. Actually, they were again trying to open the door of another world. So the Kaiju aliens will again come on this Earth. To destroy the Earth and occupy it. The aliens open the portal from where the Kaius start appearing. Shao is shown with her companion. They were trying to deactivate those robots. Shao succeeds in it, and the portal that was opening closes. The robots get deactivated. Before the portal closes, 3 Kaius have arrived on the Earth. They were dangerous aliens. They were going towards the volcano in Japan. Newton's companion informs them whether Kaiju's blood will flow into the lava. A poisonous gas will produce from it. The things on the Earth that breathe will be finished. Like this, aliens will occupy the Earth. Now they have 4 robots. They were not like before, they were more powerful. Because they even can fly. The robots reach there and start fighting with Kaiju. The robots were advanced and they made Caius weak in front of them. All Caius were defeated. When Newton sees the Caius lose, he sends some robotic parasites towards Caius. They were small robots who joined forces to form a massive Kaiju alien. This Kaiju alien was so powerful that it was beating the robots. It damages all robots. It also damages the robot in which Jake and Nate were. Nate is hurt by this robot. Jake alone can't run this robot. Amara comes to support Jake. But their robot doesn't have much power to fly. On another side, the Kaiju alone was moving towards the volcano. Shao sends an auto robot while controlling it. That is shown at the start of the movie. This was the robot made by Amara. The robot has a thruster. They reach the heights of the sky. They were moving towards Caius continuously. It was moving towards the volcano. Now they have to use their robot as a bomb. Jake and Amara must travel by boat before collapsing with Kaiju. But their port was jammed badly. The Kaiju has reached the volcano. There isn't much time left to get to the volcano. The small robot of Amara, which controlled Jake's robot. It makes a hole in their robot. Jake and Amara come out of the robot. Their robot collapses with Kaiju like a bomb. There was a huge blast because of it. Kaiju dies because of the blast. Jake and Amara were saved. Newton attempts to activate Plan B after his original plan is thwarted. Nate comes from behind and punches him. Newton faints, and they take over. Newton's mind was still occupied by aliens. They tell them, through Newton, that they will not be spared. We will be back. We will again attack the Earth. Jake tells Newton that the aliens will not need to come to us. We will put an end to them before this. This is the end of the film.